NESportsTV.com. Peter Czymbor here with you. May 7th, NESportsTV.com online pay-per-view presents the middleweight fight featuring the man standing to my right, former world title challenger Billy Lyell. Billy, thank you so much for joining me here today. Billy, let's talk about the last year and a half of your life and your career. It was around this time last year, April of last year as a matter of fact, that you burst onto the national and worldwide boxing scene with a surprise upset over very popular Irish middleweight and then ranked as high as number 2 in one of the sanctioning bodies, John Duddy. You beat him via split decision, and it's been a roller coaster ever since.
Yeah, first of all, thank you guys for having me. Last year's been exciting. We got the Duddy fight, and we beat him, and that kind of got my name out there a little bit. And we got a couple wins after that. I got a shot at the world title. Things didn't turn out the way I liked in the title fight. I got a TKO in the 10th round against Sebastian Sylvester, but I'm just working hard and trying to continue to move forward.
Let's go back prior to the Duddy fight. Before you fought John Duddy, you fought Vans Martirosyan on a top-ranked promoted card. That was a fight where Vans Martirosyan was the highly touted prospect coming in. He still is a pretty highly touted prospect. Nevertheless, you were very competitive in that fight, and a lot of people felt you won the final 4 rounds. What did you take out of that experience fighting someone with his skill set?
I thought it was a terrific fight. Vanes is a fantastic fighter. I think he's definitely a future world champion. I went out there. I gave him a go. The judges thought he won. I thought it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. So, all those are experiences, and I think all those fights have made me a better fighter.
Now, when you fought Duddy, a lot of people saw it. They were looking to set up a fight between Kelly Pavlik from Youngstown, Ohio, also where you're from, and John Duddy. A lot of people were looking at it as them bringing you in to set Duddy up for Pavlik and getting Duddy more familiar with the Youngstown crowd. Did you take any offense coming in as the opponent?
No, I didn't know what the motive was for the fight. I was excited for the opportunity. I thank John Duddy for fighting me, giving me the opportunity, and I made the best of it.
Now, you had a few littler fights in between Duddy and the title fight, which got you prepared for Sebastian Sylvester. You took your middleweight title shot on very short notice when Sebastian Sylvester's original opponent dropped out after testing positive for a banned substance. Did you feel prepared going into that bout?
Yeah, obviously, the situation wasn't ideal. I took the fight on a week's notice. So I think anybody would like to have their 8 weeks to train for a fight. But, I knew going in, the guy fell out. I knew I was going to a foreign country. I was going to have to dominate the fight. So I have no excuses for that fight.
I know I've heard your manager, Pat Nelson, say to other fighters of his on the phone before, be prepared in case an opportunity prepares itself. You always in the gym?
Right, I'm always in the gym. I was on weight. I weighed in 56, 4 pounds under on a week's notice. So, I'm in shape. But, it's different when you have a fight coming up. You know the date and stuff. So it's not the same, but, I always stay in good shape.
That's another thing I wanted to ask you. You mentioned you weigh in around 156. You weighed in as little as 154 before. You can compete either as a middleweight or a junior middleweight, though you've been fighting in the 160-pound weight class more often than not lately. Where would you like to be?
Yeah, I like fighting at 154. I feel more comfortable with the weight. Like these guys at 160 are a lot bigger than me. But, when you get a shot, sometimes you got to take it. So.
May 7th, NESportsTV.com pay-per-view. It looks like you'll be fighting Dante Craig, a former Olympian out of the Ohio area. Certainly has the skill set and the amateur background to be competitive and beat anyone, but he's had sort of a rocky pro career. What can you tell us about him?
Well, Dante's a terrific fighter. He's about 19, 29, but he fought some good fighters also. He reminds me a lot of myself. I've known Dante for years going back to the amateur days. He's a terrific fighter with a great background, so I have to be 100% prepared.
Where do you see your career going from this point out? What would you like to accomplish?
I want to win a world title. So I feel, I'm 25 years old. I'm still young. I got a lot of experience, and I think my best days are ahead of me.
Well, the road begins May 7th. NESportsTV.com online pay-per-view. People can pre-order that pay-per-view right now by checking out NESportsTV.com. And Billy, thank you once again.
Thank you.
That's Billy Lyell joining us here at NESportsTV.com.